My dear friends, this is Dr. B. Today, Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine, 30 plus years in medicine, right? Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about how I get my dietary fibers, right? And how you can get your dietary fibers. The best way to get your dietary fibers. Guys, Dr. B has been in medicine for 30 plus years. I am here to give you advice in a simple, easy way so that you don't waste your time going through millions and millions and millions of websites, right? Videos and articles, written stuff and blogs and vlogs and stuff in order to solve your medical issues, right? In order to stay healthy. Dr. B came on YouTube, not for the fame, the glory, the money, but to help you. Dr. B is now 50 years old and he's aging super gracefully. Dr. B is super healthy, not healthy, super healthy at the age of 50 years young. So I want to help you so that just like me, you can age gracefully, reach retirement age healthy, with no chronic diseases, with no cancer, heart attack, heart failure, strokes and blah, 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 right? Guys, one of the best way to age gracefully is to eat dietary fibers, right? Means fibers, biological, healthy fibers in your diet, right? All the studies, no exceptions, right, have confirmed scientifically that people who lack dietary fibers in their diet, right, are at way higher risk of colon cancer, colorectal cancer, cancer of the large intestine, right? It is the second cancer killer in mankind, right? Second, right? The number one is, of course, lung cancer, right? The second cancer killer in the United States and every country around the world is colon cancer, cancer of the large intestine. One of the 3 steps, and I posted a video about the 3 steps, one of them is to get healthy daily fibers, dietary fibers, right, in your diet, right? Now, how do I get my dietary fibers, right? And every day I get my dietary fibers, right? I want to tell you about it so that you follow my advice and do the same thing, right? Because Dr. B knows medicine. Dr. B has been around for 30 plus years. Dr. B reads every freaking day, right? Every day I spend 1 hour, despite my huge experience, massive knowledge. I keep improving my knowledge, and every day I read 1 hour, the newest research, the results of the different studies, new medications, new procedures that have just come out, right? And I want to transfer this information to you so that you can benefit from my easy explanation. I don't want to go into the medical terminology, and I don't want to explain with complicated ways. This is for you, the average Joe, the average Jane, who don't have any knowledge about medicine and who are prone to disinformation, misinformation online, who are being sold by all these charlatans, different remedies, different procedures, different stuff that have absolutely no scientific benefit, but they just want your money, right? They want your money and nothing else. Dr. B will never sell you any fake stuff, will never BS you, right? Guys, Dr. B gets his dietary fibers exclusively from nuts and tomato paste, right? Look, walnut, peanut, right? Pistachios, and almond and tomato paste. These are the 5 ways I get my dietary fibers. Make sure that they have no sugar, no salt, no fake sugar, no nothing, right? 100% pure and nothing else, right? Obviously, there's other ways to get your dietary fibers, right? You can eat fruits, you can eat vegetables, all right? You can eat beans, and of course you can eat whole grains. Now, why is it that among these different ways to get dietary fibers, I have decided to stick with nuts and tomato paste? Well, the reason is very simple. After a certain age, right, and I am 50 years old, we all need to cut back on the amount of carbohydrates, sugar, right, that we eat, right? Because sugar is bad for you. It's okay when you're young, when you're growing, you're a kid, you're a teenager, you're a young adult, and you go to the gym every day, and you bike, and you hike, and you ski, and you run marathon, and you do this, and you do that, and you do this, and you do that, right? That's okay to eat sugar, right? But after a certain age, and especially if you have a sedentary lifestyle, means you are sitting 8 hours behind a computer or behind a desk, right? And then you come home, you barely just walk half an hour or an hour. This is not going to do it, right? You need to cut back on sugar, otherwise you're going to get fat, right? Dr. B has absolutely no fat. I have no fat under my skin. My tummy is flat like a board, absolutely zero love handle. And when I take the ultrasound probe, put it on my tummy, the ultrasound probe, right? I'm an ultrasound expert. So when I look at my tummy, there's no fat inside, right? So I was able to completely eliminate every sugar, right, from my diet, right? I'm on the keto diet, which is not for everyone, right? Some people prefer carnivore diet, blah, blah, blah. But even if keto diet and carnivore diet is not what you want to do, guys, you need to cut back on the amount of fruits and vegetables and whole grains and beans that you are eating every day, right? Because even though fruits, vegetable, whole grains, right, and of course beans are healthy for you, they are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, right? The problem is that they come with a lot of sugar. There's a lot of sugar in fruits, guys. Even those fruits that have a low glycemic index, right, they are still packed with sugar, right? So they tell you, oh, these fruits have a low glycemic index, means they're not going to spike your blood sugar suddenly too much, but still your body's going to receive a ton of sugar right at the end of the day after you had your supposedly five servings of fruits and vegetables, right? Imagine the amount of calories you're going to swallow coming from sugar, right? Just think about it. One simple banana has 90 calories. 90 calories in one banana. So if you wake up in the morning and you have a banana for breakfast, and then for lunch you have a banana, and then in the afternoon or at night you have a banana, that's 3 bananas per day, right? An average banana having 90 calories, you're going to swallow just by these 3 bananas 270 calories. 270 calories, right? So they tell you need to have 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. Imagine all the other fruits you're going to eat, all the other vegetables you're going to eat. You're going to swallow 1,000 calories just by these fruits and vegetables, right? And then you're going to go to the Burger King, pizza, this, that, hamburger. I mean, it's a restaurant. I mean, it just never ends. By the end of the day, you're going to swallow 5,000 calories, right? So what Dr. B has done, right, I have completely replaced my fruits and vegetables with extremely healthy nuts, right? Walnut, peanuts, pistachios, almonds, and of course, I also eat tomato paste, 100% no sugar, no fat, 1 tablespoon morning, evening, afternoon, and of course, a lot of tea, healthy tea, right? No caffeine after 12 o'clock. And of course, pure 100% cocoa powder, right? My God, with all this, I get so much nutrients, vitamins, mineral, blah, 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 right? And of course, I take some calcium, vitamin D, blah, blah, blah. But now that I'm 50 years young, right, 50 years, I need to cut back on all this sugar, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to be like my sister, right, my family members, everybody. They indulge on fruits and vegetables with the excuse that it's very healthy. Oh, the doctor says fruits and vegetables are very healthy for you. Oh, my doctor says I need to have 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, right? The doctor himself, he weighs 200 pounds, right? And he suffers from diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So if that doctor, family doctor who gives this kind of advice to my sister was so smart about his advice of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables to my sister who is 54 years old. That family doctor tells my sister, who is 54 years old, 4 years older than me, you make sure that you eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. So my sister, of course, because food is the center of her life and her universe, right? She goes and she indulges 5 times per day of fruits and vegetables. And of course, she's not a serving of fruit is not half a banana, right? It's 2 bananas or 3, and then at night she's gonna eat 2 mangoes, and then there's the watermelon that comes, and then this and that. Next thing you know, the entire day she has swallowed 2,000 calories of fruits and vegetables, right? And then she wonders why she has diabetes, high blood pressure, why her tummy and her buttocks are getting bigger and bigger. She asks me for advice constantly, but she doesn't follow my advice, right? Because when I give her my advice, to her it's a headache to follow because she cannot zip it, right? She needs to eat because she likes to supposedly, according to her, enjoy life. So having diabetes, having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and then having a list like this of medication with all the side effects, having her tummy always big, bloated, with a lot of fat, and not being able to sleep at night. This is for her enjoying life. Well, for me, that is suicide, right? Because, guys, that is not enjoying life. You can have that lifestyle when you're young, when you're a kid. If you are growing, if you are an adult that is every day going to the gym, exercising, going to play football, soccer, basketball, right? But after you reach the mature adult age, like me, 50, right, you need to cut it off and zip it, right? Otherwise, this enjoyment of life that people have is going to kill you slowly but surely, right? First, you're going to be diagnosed with diabetes, and then high blood pressure, and then high cholesterol. They're going to give you medicine, and then you're going to be diagnosed with heart failure. Next thing you know, you're going to have a heart attack. Next thing you know, you're going to have a stroke. It just never ends. By the time you're 60, 65, 70, ready to retire, you're going to be crippled. You're going to be so sick you cannot enjoy your retirement and your pension and go travel and enjoy your life with your wife, with your kids and everything, right? So what is the point of this so-called life enjoyment by food? Not just regular food, but huge amount of food that she puts in her mouth every day and destroying herself, right? And then not following my advice, right? Guys, follow my advice. Once you become a mature adult, right, you need to just cut the amount of dietary fibers that you get from fruits and vegetables, right? And of course also from beans, and also from whole grains. Now, I'm not telling you to do like me. I'm on the keto diet, so I have completely eliminated those from my diet, right? I don't ask you to do that. It's not easy. It's not for everyone. It requires a huge amount of willpower, right? I have this willpower, but not everybody has that, right? But cut it. I mean, stop having these 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. Oh, my doctor says it's healthy to eat beans. Okay, but what do you mean by beans? Do you mean a whole bowl? Like my sister, she sits down and eats a freaking whole bowl full of beans. That's a huge amount of carbohydrates, right? On top of that, right, she's going to put some nasty sauce, and then she's going to eat some meat with that, and then she's going to eat this whole bread, right? Whole wheat, right? And she's going to say, oh, my doctor said if I want to eat bread, I need to eat healthy bread made of whole wheat. Okay, it's a whole grain. But she eats 5 slices of bread. In every slice of bread, she has already 100 calories. So think about it. She sits down, she eats healthy bread, right? It's whole grain, whole wheat, right? And then she eats a huge bowl full of freaking beans, right? The 5 slices of whole wheat bread that she eats, each is 100 calories, right? So with that, thick slices like that of bread, because she loves bread, she has already 500 calories with those 5 slices of bread. And that freaking bowl of beans that is full of beans that she loves to eat has already 700 calories, right? So with just one bowl of beans and grain, she gets 700 plus 500, she gets 1200 calories, right? And then of course she's gonna get her dessert, right? The banana, the chocolate ice cream and blah, it just never ends. She does that 4-5 times a day. Supposedly it's healthy. Her doctor says, yeah, this is healthy food. And she asks her doctor, right, her family doctor, is it healthy for me to eat whole wheat bread and a bowl of healthy beans? Oh yeah, the doctor gonna say, oh, of course, look at you, it's very, very healthy food, go ahead, indulge. Now the doctor, as I said, is himself 250 pounds, and he has no diet advice to give to anyone. And my sister, because the guy is her doctor, she trusts him like the guy is God. Well, if he was God, and if he was so smart regarding diet and carbohydrates and dietary fibers and health, that guy wouldn't weigh 200 to 250 pounds, sitting with a big belly behind his desk. I bet you he has also diabetes. I bet you he has also high blood pressure. I bet you he has also high cholesterol. And in 10 years, by the time that doctor is 60 years old or 65 or 70, he's going to have already a massive heart attack or stroke, and he's going to die. I see these doctors, guys, all the time, right? One of our cardiologists, just a few years ago, he passed away. The guy is a heart specialist. He was overweight, big chin like that, right? Like you can't even see his neck. Heart specialist, the guy, the cardiologist, right? One of our colleagues a few years ago. Big like that, 200 pounds over that, big belly. He had a massive heart attack, right? Massive heart attack. He just died. He was in his like early 60s. Brain sharp, right? But big fat guy like that. And the guy is a heart specialist, for God's sake. He died of a heart attack. So it's not because the guy is a doctor that he knows what he's doing, because it's crazy, right? Guys, Dr. B is here for you. Dr. B is super healthy. Dr. B is not healthy, but super healthy. My brain, my heart, my kidneys, and I check them every freaking month with the ultrasound probe that I put on my heart, on my kidneys, on my liver. I do a blood test every 6 months, right? My carotid arteries, my aorta, every freaking thing, right? My vital signs, everything, those of a baby, right? There is absolutely no signs of aging in my body, whether it's a blood test that you do, whether it's checking my memory, right? Or whether it's checking my carotid arteries, my heart, my brain, anything, any of my liver function test, kidney function test, my urine, my poop, everything so super healthy, right? So again, it's not for everyone, right? The diet that I have, which is the keto diet, the Atkins diet, no freaking carbohydrate. And I eat a tiny bit, right? A tiny bit each time, 3 times a day. I have a classic breakfast, tiny breakfast, and then just little snacks and little snack for lunch, little snack for dinner, and that's it. I zip it, right? And I put food in the little corner over there of my life. Guys, food, unlike my sister, is no longer, it used to be when I was younger, right? And I was buffed up, muscular like that, going to the gym every day to buff up my muscle, right? But I don't care about that stupid stuff anymore, right? I'm 50 years young. So food is now in a little corner of my life, right? It's no longer the center of my universe, right? The center of my universe is medicine, is my passion for science, biology, biochemistry, right? Physics, mathematics, pathology, physiology, everything, right? Dr. B has it here, right? And I want to transfer this knowledge about healthy aging to you so that you don't waste time in other websites. They're going to waste your time, and then they're going to sell you all this stuff, garbage, fake stuff, charlatans. They are just charlatans, right? And then you're going to get sick, and then your doctor going to prescribe you this list of 10 medicine. Then you're going to have all the side effect. It snowballs, right? It's catch-22, and then it becomes worse and worse and worse. Guys, I love you. I love to teach you. You guys are all my students, like I used to have students when I used to teach medicine and health sciences to student nurses, student medical students, ultrasound students, x-ray students, MRI students, right? I used to teach, but now I stopped teaching because now I'm too busy at the clinic. I want you to be my students. I know you are there. I know you are listening to me. Follow my advices, follow my videos. If you have any comment, put them down there. Any question, I will get back to you. It might take time, but I promise I will get back to you. I love you. I care about you, regardless of your politics, gender, age, race, ethnicity, blah, blah, blah. I'm colorblind, race blind, religion blind. I do this because I love you. I went into medical school because I love medicine. I love people. I love my patients. They give me so much love back. That's why I will never retire from medicine. I will keep doing medicine and, God willing, teaching you health, sciences, how to be healthy. For the next 50 years until I'm 100 years old, God willing, I will be teaching medicine even in my deathbed, because I want to transfer this massive 30 plus years of medicine to you guys. Guys, I love you. I hope to talk to you in my next video. Follow my advice. It means you don't have to be extreme like me, because it takes a lot of willpower, right? But once you reach a certain age, 50 or above, especially for women, once they reach menopause, right? Right? And if you cannot do it like me, to zip it as much as me, a little bit, right, of all these carbohydrates. Sugar is toxic, too much of it, right, after a certain age, right? I love you, and I wish you a wonderful evening. God willing, I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.